Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Florida Tech's Day of Giving and our version of Hollywood Squares. We're going to have a great time this afternoon. We've got 9 great stars participating today and 2 wonderful contestants. And let's begin by meeting our stars. He was a Boston sports legend, 17 years career with the Boston Red Sox, which included 2 World Series championships. Our first square is Tim Wakefield. She was a 3-time Florida Tech graduate. She is the CEO and owner of K9 Campus. She was voted Small Business Person of the Year by the state of Florida. She is a member of our Florida Tech Alumni Association, Sherry Acanfora. She is the president of Dyer Mortgage. She is a published author and columnist. She is a member of our Florida Tech Board of Trustees and was a founding member of the Women's Business Center. Please welcome Bobbie Dyer. He is entering his 16th year as the head coach of Florida Tech basketball. In 2018, he became the winningest coach in Florida Tech athletic history and reached a career milestone of 600 wins. Yes, I'm talking about the one and only Coach Billy Mims. After a distinguished Navy career that included flying the F-14 Tomcat, he was selected by NASA to become an astronaut. He was a mission specialist on 2 space shuttle missions, including the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1996 and the Space Shuttle Columbia in 1997. He spent a total of 24 days in space, which his wife assured me were the best 24 days of her life. Please welcome Captain Winston Scott. She is a Hollywood actress and producer. Her credits include appearances on TV shows such as The Blacklist and Army Wives, and movies Abe and Grape Lees. But my favorite always remains her role as the high school principal in Stranger Things. Please welcome alumni Salem Murphy. In 2014, she became the first person to complete the NASA Passport program. Self-described as a future Mars walker, she is a Florida Tech student and has one of the best jobs on campus working for me in student life. Please welcome Alyssa Carson. He is our university historian. He has received numerous awards, including the Faculty Teaching Award and the Faculty Service Award. He is a published author of such wonderful books like Mosquito Control. Please welcome one and only, my favorite professor of all time, Dr. Gordon Patterson. And last but not least, in our last square in the corner, Father Doug Bailey is joining us. He is the retired Catholic campus chaplain. He is revered by students for over 30 years. He loves to travel, he loves to ski, and he always tells me, Bino, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Once again, Father Doug Bailey. Please welcome all our stars for tonight. We thank them for generously donating their time. I'm sure they're going to be a lot of fun. So let's meet our contestants. Our first contestant has been recently retired from Florida Tech after 50 years of service. When he was born, the Dead Sea wasn't even sick. He loves Florida Tech and is a Florida Tech legend. He is a member of our Florida Tech Sports Hall of Fame, our former athletic director. He'll be wearing the Crimson Caps tonight. Please welcome Mr. Bill Juergens. Competing against Bill is a younger version of the 6'5" model. He is the president of the Alumni Association and a graduate of the College of Aero. He loves Formula One racing and comes from strong Dutch stock. Please welcome the gray team, Mr. Finn Bonset. The rules are simple. It's like tic-tac-toe. You either win by completing a line either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. If we don't get a winner that way, we'll count up the most squares. Contestants must decide if the star's answer is correct or incorrect. If it's correct, they'll put the color cap on of your team. If it's incorrect, they will put the opposite color cap on. Each match is worth $1,000. The winner gets a chance to donate $1,000 to anywhere in the university that they wish. And of course, we realize the Florida Tech Alumni Association is a front runner for that donation. Okay, Finn won the toss and will go first. Pin.
Thank you, Bino. I'm going to go with the center square with Captain Winston Scott, please.
Okay, we're going to start with Captain Scott. Who was the second president of Florida Tech? Was it A, Lynn Weaver, B, Tony Catanese, C, John Miller, or D, Bill Clinton?
As much as I'm tempted to say D, Bill Clinton, I'm going to have to go with Mr. Miller, or Dr. Miller, whichever choice that was.
Yeah, by process of elimination, I'm going to go with correct on that one.
The answer is correct. Gray wins the square.
Captain Scott.
Okay, Bill, Finn got off to a good start. Now, your chance to pick a star.
I think I'll go with Father Doug Bailey.
Father Doug Bailey. Corner square. Father Doug, Florida Tech's motto, ad astra per sietiam, is a Latin phrase. As a priest from the Roman Catholic Church, I think it's right up your street. What does it mean?
It means to the stars through science.
Agree.
Bill Jurgens agrees, and that is correct. So you will put on a crimson cap. Crimson wins the square. Okay, Finn, back to you. Pick a star.
I'm going to go with Alyssa Carson, and also congratulations on your AOPA article that I saw yesterday. So,
thank you very much.
Okay, wait to suck up, Finn. She's going to give you an answer no matter what.
Absolutely.
It's okay, though. I see what you're doing there. Alyssa, what was our founding president, Jerome P. Cooper, famous for wearing?
I am going to go with he was famous for wearing a suit.
I am going to disagree with that, respectfully.
You've done well to disagree. He was actually famous for wearing a bow tie, so gray wins the square. Back over to you, Bill Jurgens.
Well, I must go to block, so I'm going with the square that Bobbie Dyer is. Bobbie?
Okay, Bobbie Dyer. What is the Florida Tech Alumni Association motto? What is the motto of the Florida Tech Alumni Association?
Oh, that's a hard one. I'm going to guess Ad Astra Society.
I'm going to disagree.
Bill disagrees, and you did well to disagree. The actual motto of the Alumni Association is Panther for Life.
Oh, darn, I should have known that, sorry.
That's okay. Hopefully we got some Panther for Lives out there watching today, and we want you to participate. So remember that we're here for Day of Giving, so stay tuned and participate as much as you can. So we go back to, Bill, you won that square, so that's a crimson square. And now it goes back to Finn Bonsett. No one's missed yet, so this is a competitive game. Finn, pick a square.
Two smart people over 6'5". I'm going to have to go for the block, and it'd be my honor to have Salem Murphy read the question.
Okay, so Slem, this goes to you. Who was the world-famous Nobel Peace Prize winner to visit campus on September 9th, 2012, filling the Clemente Center hours before the event? Nobel Peace Prize winner on the campus of Florida Tech.
I am going to have to say that would be President Barack Obama.
President Barack Obama, Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, what do you think, Finn?
I happen to be here for that occasion, so I have to agree with that one.
Well, you're actually correct.
Yes.
Gray wins the square. And that gave you a block. So now it goes back over to Bill Jurgens.
I likewise have to go for a block, so I would like one of my favorite basketball coaches, Coach Billy Mims, to answer this question for me.
Okay, this question is for Billy Mims. What famous singer played on campus in 1985? Was it A, Warren Buffett? Was it B, Jimmy Buffett? Or was it C, Little Miss Muffet?
Vito, I'm so glad you asked me that question, because I think I found his lost shaker of salt in the botanical gardens. He was wasting away in Melbourneville. Jimmy Buffett.
Agree.
Bill agrees, and you're right to agree. That's a crimson win. Okay, we're back over to Finn.
Right.
Where are you going to go for this one, Finn?
Let's go upstairs to Sherry Acanfora-Ruomaki, please.
Okay, Sherry. Which of the following is not an alumni who served as a space shuttle astronaut? Again, which of the following is not an alumni who served as a space shuttle astronaut? Sunita Williams, Joan Higginbotham, Catherine Heyer, George Zamka, Frederick Sturckow, or Winston Scott? Which one of those group were not an astronaut and an alumni?
I'm gonna say Winston Scott.
You're going to say Winston Scott was not an alumni because we know he's an astronaut. So is Winston Scott an alumni?
Yes, he is an alumni.
Oh, incorrect. Crimson wins the square.
No, honorary degrees? What?
Okay, what does that put us at? That puts us up with Bill Juergens with a chance to win the game if he picks the right square. And I'm not going to tell you which square it is, Bill. That's up to you.
Well, my favorite professional baseball pitcher and Florida Tech baseball player, Tim Wakefield.
Seems to be a theme here that anyone who plays a sport that you know, they're your favorite basketball coach, your favorite baseball. Don't get too excited, Tim. You're the only baseball player he knows. So here we go. The question is, Tim, who was the first female four-star general in the United States? Who was the first female four-star general in the history of the United States Army?
That's an easy one because I serve on the board of directors with her. And it's the only female general that I know. Her name is General Ann Dunwoody.
I would have to agree with that.
You're going to say that the first four-star general, female four-star general, Bill, in the history of the United States Army was a Florida Tech alumni. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I've...
You're correct, sir. And Crimson wins the square. And I believe Bill Juergens wins the first round. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right, Bill.
Okay. Congratulations, Bill Juergens. You got $1,000 that you can donate to any part of the university. I don't think crew is included on that list, but we'll see. But we're now into round two. Now, the first round, as you probably noticed, all the questions were about Florida Tech. The second round is more just some general knowledge to have some fun with. So we will start with the loser of the first round, Finn Bonset. Pick a star.
All right, I'm going to stick with my strategy and go from the center out. So again, Captain Scott, please.
Okay, first question for Captain Scott. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in 1903?
Let's see, the first one to win a Nobel Prize in 1903 would be physicist Marie Curie.
I'm going to agree with that.
Well, that sounded very, very definitive, like he knew what he's talking about. So, but he was right. So Gray wins the square.
Who did
She's
that?
also the only woman that's won only person 2 Nobel Prizes.
Absolutely. That is correct. 2 Nobel Prizes. Yeah.
Okay. Question 2, going to Bill Juergens.
I think I will choose, again, Father Doug.
Okay, Father Doug Bailey. Who wrote Old Man and the Sea and is considered one of the greatest writers of the 20th century? Who wrote Old Man and the Sea, or could be called Bill Juergens and the Sea, depends
That's
how...
what I was going to say. Is it?
So, I mean, there are different versions of this book, Father Doug, and it's considered one of the greatest writers of the 20th century.
Bill Gordon and I don't write novels, so it's not any of us. Ernest Hemingway.
The famous Ernest Hemingway, who's known for his time down in Key West in Cuba. Is that who you're going to go with, Bill? Do you think he's correct?
He is correct.
Yes, he is correct. Ernest Hemingway. Crimson wins the square. Okay, question 3. Pick a star, Finn.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Tim Wakefield, please.
Tim Wakefield. I think Tim will get this one. This is right up his street. Tim, what classic video game requires you to eat all the dots throughout a maze? Now, this was big in the 80s, so that's why I'm thinking Tim might have a chance. What classic video game requires you to eat all the dots throughout a maze?
I think we used to play this together at at one of the bars locally there. I'm not going to say the name because it's not there anymore, but you know where I'm talking about.
I do.
I'm going to say Pac-Man.
Absolutely. Pac-Man, I agree.
Tim is right, Pac-Man, and that's why I had a
Or
feeling.
Mrs. Pac-Man.
I had a feeling he might know that one.
No, excuse me, I object. He didn't say if it was Miss Pac-Man or Mr. Pac-Man. It's different games.
Mr. Pac-Man?
I think
It was Pac-Man.
I think it was gender neutral, actually, Bobbie, at the time.
All right, you got to pass on that one.
And in that case, who was that? Who had that? Is that you, Bill?
I'm coming up.
Okay, so Gray
It was
won the
Seth.
square. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, Bill, your question.
I'm going to go with Bobbie again.
Okay. Similar to the question we just had, this is about video games too, but more modern. Bobbie, what sport is featured in the world famous video game, FIFA?
Oh, FIFA. I'm pretty sure I knew this because my son was a huge soccer fan and he had a bunch of that FIFA stuff around my house. So I'm going to go with American soccer, or AKA European football, for my final answer.
All right, Bill. Bobbie's saying soccer, or as it's known around the rest of the world, football.
I agree.
You're correct. Soccer is the right answer. Crimson wins the square.
Thank you, Bill.
They haven't seemed to have come up with a video game called Crew yet, so it doesn't seem, but soccer seems to be really famous and well-liked. Okay, Finn, back to you. Pick a star.
I have to go for the block and go with Salem Murphy, please.
Can you say that again, please?
Salem Murphy, please.
Okay,
Yep.
Salem. Which two states do not observe daylight savings time? So out of the whole United States, there's two states that do not observe daylight savings time. Can you name them?
Yeah, oh boy. I'm gonna take a guess at this one and say, I feel like it might be somewhere in the Midwest. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Missouri and Arkansas.
Missouri and Arkansas.
I have no idea.
That is, I'm going to go with incorrect and disagree. I hope it's Alaska and Hawaii.
That was
I'm surprised you didn't agree because she seems so confident in her answer.
Yeah, so confident.
Like she really knew what she was talking about on that one. But the correct answer is almost like the old, a runoff of the old presidential campaign when it was McCain and Obama. It's actually Arizona and Hawaii are the two states.
Oh, wow.
Arizona and Hawaii.
Yeah, I knew that.
So Gray wins that square. Congratulations, Finn. And now we'll go back to Bill. Bill, you can pick a star.
Well, for the block, I'm going to go with Coach Mims.
Okay, Coach Mims for the block. Now, as a basketball coach, he knows all about blocking. I've seen him get his players out there, throwing a few blocks out there and getting some fouls. So the question is, which American state is the largest by area? Which American state is the largest by area? And Billy, I'm not going to say anything, but if you don't get this right, you're in trouble.
Well, I'm down to two choices, and I've been to both of the states, but seeing that I've taken our basketball team to actually play in both of those states, and we went to one of them twice, I'm going to go with the state of Alaska because we loved our trip up to Anchorage and our trip to Fairbanks. So I'm going to go with Alaska.
And I'm going to disagree.
I knew you know that one, Billy, because I knew you'd been to Alaska a couple of times with the basketball team. And I remember all the soccer players getting upset because basketball going on these wonderful trips. And I'm surprised Bill didn't get that because he actually had to sign off on those trips. But hey, there you go. But congratulations. Now, normally that would be a win for Finn, but that you can't win on one of those things. You actually got to win it yourself. So now you need to pick a square and win.
All right. Well, we'll go with Coach Mims, please, then.
Okay, so now
Make this happen.
Billy, Mr. Popular now. Here's the last question. You can help Finn tie up the game.
Good luck, Finn.
Yeah,
What is the rarest M&M color? What is the rarest color in M&Ms?
The rarest color. Wow, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with, I know this is probably not right, Finn, and I'm not certain, but I'm going to go with, I am from South Carolina. I'm a Gamecock fan. I despise the Clemson Tigers. I'm going to go with orange as the rarest color.
It's a tough one.
This is for the win. $1,000 on the
I
line.
know,
Finn
I know.
Bonset, $1,000.
I mean, I look at that face. Can I trust that? I don't know. I'm gonna go with, I agree.
You agree?
I will agree with that.
You're incorrect, sir.
I don't eat M&Ms, so I don't know.
So
Every night.
it's actually brown, believe it or not. So in that case, Bill, Crimson wins the square and you block, and it's now your choice to pick a star.
I think I will pick Alyssa.
Alyssa, okay. What is the name of the world's longest river? What is the name of the world's longest river?
See, I feel like this is a trick question. I'm going to go with the Nile.
Your denial, what? What's your denial?
I'm going to go with the Nile River.
Okay, she says the Nile. What do you say, Mr. Juergens?
I agree.
You're correct to agree. Crimson wins the square. Okay, Finn. I'm getting down to some of my last questions here, so pick a star.
I'm going to go with Mr. Gordon Patterson, please.
Okay, Gordon Patterson. Which of the 7 wonders is located in Egypt? Which of the 7 wonders is located in Egypt?
I've got an advisor here. Just one second. Let me get this message here. I think you're wrong. No. I believe it's the pyramids.
I'm going to agree with that.
Correct. Crimson wins the gray. Or gray wins the square. Say that after you've had a few drinks. Okay. So it goes over to Bill Juergens. You can't win in any form that I see, but you can win, I believe, with the most squares. So, Bill, pick your last square.
I think there's only one left. Is that right, Sherry?
It is.
All right,
Okay.
Sherry, you're the deciding square. You're going to determine where this $1,000 goes. Okay. Which popular TV show featured House Targaryen and House Stark? Which famous TV show features House Targaryen and House Stark? And by the look on Mr. Juergens' face, he has no idea what's going on.
So let me get this straight. He gets Pac-Man, she gets the Nile, he gets the Great Pyramids, and I get what? I'm going to say the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What a great show that was. Yep. What do you think, Bill?
I'm going to disagree.
You're correct to disagree. It's actually Game of Thrones. And that will give you the win, Bill. That's $1,000 to Bill Juergens. He seems to be doing pretty well so far. Let's give it up for Bill Juergens. Round 2, and another $1,000 goes to Bill Juergens. Here we go, the third and final round. I just want to let you know that we've had some input, some extra money's come in, donations. So this round is actually going to be worth $3,000. So Finn Bonset, you've got a chance now to actually win the overall game and have a donation of $3,000. And Bill, you're looking at a possible $5,000 to donate to your favorite part of the university. So let's go. We're going to start this last round, Finn. We're going to give you a chance to start first again. It's been working very well for you so far. So let's see what we can do. I know where you want to start and pick a star, but maybe you want to try something different this round.
Yeah, sure, Bina, I will. Let's go for the center. No, I'm kidding. I'll go with Coach Mims since he messed me up last time.
Okay, we're going to start with Coach Mims. Before the Crimson, our first university newspaper was called what? Before the Crimson, what was our first university newspaper called? I'll give you a hint. It's a bird and not a panther. So there's a little clue.
Well, I'm a keen archaeologist at heart, and I think that the remains of these animals were found in the Botanical Garden in 1925. Hence, the name of our first newspaper was the Pelican and Woolly Mammoth.
I've heard about this legend, and I agree with that.
Well, it was definitely the Pelican. I don't know about the Woolly Mammoth, but I'm going to give it to you. Grey Windsor
It's just
Square.
Mammoth.
It's the Pelican, yeah. Grey Windsor Square. Good job. Good information there from Coach Mims. So he knows more than just basketball.
A little bit
Okay,
of Indiana Jones there, right?
there you go. Next question goes to Mr. Juergens. Pick a star.
And I'll go with Winston.
Okay, we're going back to the center square to our shuttle astronaut. 24 days in space. Okay, it looks 24 days younger than he did yesterday. It's amazing. So, in June 1997, what foundation awarded Florida Tech a $50 million grant as a center of academic excellence, even referring to our university as the MIT of the South? What foundation gave Florida Tech $50 million?
Well, that's kind of an easy one because when you walk across the campus, the name appears everywhere. I have to go with the Olin Foundation.
I agree.
That's correct. Good answer there, Captain Scott. The Olin Foundation indeed give a grant of $50 million to the university. So that's a crimson square, and we go back to Finn Bonsett.
Let's have some fun with this. I think it's Bobbie Dyer's turn. Bobbie.
Okay, Bobbie. Gene Flanagan qualified for both the 1980 and 1984 United States Olympic rowing teams. What year did she win a gold medal? What year did Gene Flanagan, who qualified for both the 1980 and 1984 Olympic rowing teams, win a gold medal?
She was American, right? Are you
Correct.
trying to punk me, Bino? Because we didn't go to the 1980 Olympics because of the boycott. So the answer's got to be 1984.
I believe that was Los Angeles, but I'm going to say I agree with that.
Correct. The United States actually boycotted the 1980 Olympics, and Jean won her Olympic medal. Jean, who is an alumni of Florida Tech, won a gold medal in 1984. And Bill Juergens is just looking there going, why didn't I get that question?
Finally got a sports question.
So Gray wins the square, and it now goes back to Bill Juergens to pick a star.
I'm going to go with Sherry this time.
Okay, Sherry, what type of plane does Schuyler Hall look like from above? Okay, so just imagine you're floating above Schuyler Hall and looking down. It looks like a plane. What sort of plane is it?
Yeah, that's going to be, I'm going to say a B-52 bomber.
A B-52 bomber. Now, you're a College of Aero grad. I would assume you know quite a bit about this. Is that correct?
I know.
I'm just saying maybe we can help you, Bill. He doesn't want. Oh, he doesn't want to. That's a shame. Okay,
It starts with a B.
What do you think, Bill? B-52 bomber? That seems a bit aggressive for a building on campus, but I don't know.
I disagree.
You disagree. You are wrong to disagree. It is a B-52 bomber, and the square goes gray.
Ew, that's not correct, Bino.
That's not correct.
No, it's not correct. Not the B.
Okay, I was just testing to see if you guys are awake. It's a B-2 stealth bomber. B-2 stealth bomber.
B-52.
The square is
The
crimson.
group, we can get it now, B-52s,
It's B-2 stealth
glasses,
bomber.
group.
I got it.
Thank you.
Okay. Glad to see that you're awake. See, some of the, when you get people on Zoom, they normally just pretend like they're paying attention, but I'm glad this group is. Okay.
Sherry, you look like a singer from the B-52s right now
Goes
as well.
back to
That's what I
Finn
was
Bonsett.
going for.
They're having way too good of a time. I'm going to go with the block with Gordon Patterson, please.
Okay, Gordon Patterson. Your question is, the brand new Alumni Center that just recently was built is named after who? What is the name on the Alumni Center, the recently built new Alumni Center?
Well, I'm sharp on this. I taught both of these guys. They're a pair of brothers, but one brother got into the automobile business. I believe, and also the dad was a basketball coach who one time hurt his back and coached a very brilliant game lying on a couch. That would be Tom Folliard.
I heard Folliard. If that's the case, then I agree. As a proud alumni board member, we're very proud of that. So yes.
It is partially correct, but I'm going to give it to you. It's actually Tom and Mary Folliard. Let's not forget Mary, who played basketball for the women's team as well. So both Tom and Mary Folliard, who generously donated to help build the building. And so we're going to make that square gray.
Okay, you know, as a former teacher of yours, you used a singular verb when you asked that. You said which alumni member. That's singular noun. So if you'd said members, that would have been more correct. So I'm gonna have to lower your grade in that 1987 course you took from me. I'll be talking to the registrar. I'm afraid this will cause your degree because we know it was nip and tuck there at the end. You will be back working on that associate manager program at Burger King. So lots of luck.
Coach, I agree. I concur with Coach.
I wish I had that Zoom mute button here, but I don't.
Too bad.
Okay, so now we move over back to Bill Juergens.
And I will go with Tim Wakefield. Yeah.
Tim Wakefield. This question is right up your street.
Of course.
Which team won the first NCAA Division II National Championship in 1988? You probably should know this because if you were around campus at the time, you know, these guys were legends on campus. And so I'll let you decide if you can answer this question.
I was around campus around that time, Bino, but there was only one guy that wasn't an absolute superstar. I won't name him, but I think that the sport was, you call it football in Europe, but soccer at Florida Tech.
What do you say, Finn?
Bill.
Agree. It's Bill.
I agree.
You agree, Bill. Now, Bill, why do you agree?
Well, there was a dedicated player on that team. He didn't play much, but he was a true leader. And to this day, we're still close friends. Actually, I happened to watch that championship in Northridge, California. And their star player was going towards the goal, and Bino came across like a hawk and just wiped him out. And we went on to win that championship. It was a great, great moment.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you coming out there. There was 5,000 fans there, and Bill and two other guys. So
true.
Crimson,
Really
Crimson
good.
wins the square, and we're looking pretty good here now. It's going to go back to you, Finn.
All right, I'm gonna have to go with Father Doug, please.
Okay, Father Doug. Your partner sitting next to you, Gordon Patterson. This is relates to him. What is the nickname of the Joy and Gordon Patterson Botanical Garden? Notice I mentioned Joy and Gordon. I always get the wife and the husband together. I don't miss one out. Joy and Gordon Patterson Botanical Garden.
That would be the jungle.
The jungle.
I spent a lot of time there, or did I? Yes, I agree with the jungle, please.
Correct. Gray wins the square. Good job. Okay, so now we're getting close. We've got a chance here maybe to get a winner. I'm going to hand it back over to you, Bill, to pick a star.
I will go with Salim to block
Okay.
in one direction.
Salim, here's your question. Which bands have not played at Homecoming Fest? Which bands or band out of this group has not played at FIT Homecoming Fest? The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, Wyclef Jean, Matisyahu, Matt and Kim, or U2?
It's the U2.
U2 has not played Homecoming Fest.
I would agree.
You agree with that, Bill? I should think so. If we got them, it'd be amazing.
I thought Bono was sick that day, right?
In fact, we actually, one year we did a April Fool's where we said we named U2 as our homecoming band. We got, our social media went crazy. And when we announced April Fool's, I was hated for weeks. So actually, Crimson wins the square. And we now come down to the last square and an opportunity for Finn Bonset to win not only this match, but the game and $3,000. So I know the last star is going to be, it's going to be Alyssa. Don't forget your work. Don't be late to work tomorrow, 8 a.m. Thank you. And your question is this, Alyssa. What is the tallest building on the Florida Tech campus? What is the tallest building on the Florida Tech campus?
Well, I do happen to know this one because I had to walk up all like 5 or 6 flights of stairs for English class, and that is going to be Crawford.
Seems like we're still having the same problem. So yes, Crawford, I totally agree with that.
You think it's Crawford. Now, let me, before I award and say if it is right or not, Dr. Patterson is our university historian. Any information on Crawford Science? It used to be the Science Tower once upon a time. How did it come into, was it the first $1 million building?
Well, it was, Fred Crawford was the head of a very famous aerospace company. I think that probably it cost about $1 million at the time. 1970, Joe Boyd was our leader of Harris at the time, was our chairman of the board of trustees. But you know, it's close. It's a matter of feet between that and Roberts Hall. I mean, Roberts Hall has sunk. And that was because they were a little cheap in the foundation, but it is Crawford.
So the answer is Crawford, and that means Gray wins the square. Finn Bonsett wins the match and the whole game and wins $3,000. So let's give our stars a round of applause. Let's give both our contestants, Bill Juergens, the legend from Florida Tech, Finn Bonsett, $2,000 for Bill to award to whoever wishes to on campus. And Finn, you get to award $3,000 to the area that you want to donate. I want to thank all the alumni who are watching today, parents and students. And remember, Day of Giving is about participation. Your participation matters. Stay tuned for the rest of the events that are going out throughout the day. And as always, go Panthers, and thank you again.
Hey, Bino, by the way, can I add something to this? You did such an amazing job that on behalf of my company, I want to donate $1,000 to the Alumni Association. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.